I am going to be working with this beautiful holy herb to uplift, cleanse, and purge your energy, your aura, your energy bodies, your mental bodies, your emotional bodies, to shift your vibrations. Before we get into this collective reading, because there is a lot of things taking place right now with Pluto getting into Aquarius for 20 years. Okay. This full moon going into Leo, a lot of things coming out of the shadow, being exposed, coming to the surface so that we can conquer our shadow in the fiercest of ways. If you have any Leo in your chart, this will be very significant. Even if you don't have any Leo in your chart, the full moon in Leo will allow you to embody the Leo aspect on an emotional and an intuitive level. Okay. That being said, we're going to go ahead and light some dragon's blood to clear the space. And we're going to get into this collective reading. All right, let's clear the cards. Call in our ancestors, divine loved ones of the highest white light. Call forth protection, guidance, enlightenment. And protection always. Always, always, always protection. All right. Let's start off with some channeled messages on what chakras you need to work on, okay? Seeing a lot of expansion right now for you, specifically in the throat chakra, okay? A lot of communication energy I'm seeing here for you. I would be careful with the energy of vanity. That's the shadow aspect of the throat chakra that you're working on at this time with this full moon energy, okay? So if you were to work on any type of meditation, things that you would have to work on, I would say, would be self-awareness, okay? Self-awareness in terms of having faith in yourself, okay? Having faith in what you believe in, right? This would be a great time to get back into counseling or thinking about who you can be counseled by, okay? Connections are significant around this time, okay? Lots of progress in terms of communication is what I'm seeing here. What else am I seeing? Peace, making peace with the heart. I'm seeing yellow, I'm seeing green. Calm energy, being calm with the bigger picture, following through with your vision, okay, in your environment. This is significant. All right, let's see. What messages do we have for the collective in this full moon energy? What do they need to know? What do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? Ooh, spiritual ascension symptoms. Okay, let's get to it. Hold on. Some of you guys, so the symptoms, let's get into these symptoms. You're going to feel, I'm hearing 7 days, a lot of energies in terms of clairsentience, okay? Increased psychic abilities, okay? Increased psychic abilities, intuitive downloads, spiritual, intuitive nudges, okay? Some of you guys are going to be getting insights either within your own oracle cards, your own tarot readings, right? If this is you flipping your own cards, or this is you getting your own personal readings, okay? You have some sort of telepathic connection with someone. I'm seeing this, okay? What's going on here? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? In my collective, what do they need to know? Finally releasing all that worries you, all that burdens you, because Archangel Michael is here to protect you. You're going to be protected under Archangel Michael's sword and white light. All right. So everything that was worrying you and concerning you, you're letting go, you're releasing. What's going on here? What do they need to know? Ooh. Changes are in progress. Seeing angel numbers, angel number 555. Seeing synchronicities in the angel numbers, okay? Be careful what you say out of your mouth. Your ancestors are strongly behind you. Remember that. Don't worry about what's going on, who's sending the evil eye. Your ancestors are behind you. They will handle that for you. Let them try. But you yourself cannot speak any evil onto your path. You do understand? It is your own thoughts, it is your own mouth that cannot create any evil onto your path, onto your mindset, onto your goals, onto your aspirations, right? Onto your vision. There is an awakening taking space, taking place, taking occurrence, okay? It's happening on a spiritual level because you're craving some sort of connection. You've been craving some sort of connection, but what you needed to do was to let go of something that was worrying you. It was causing some sort of anxiety, and there was no room for something new to come in, something precious, something exciting, something joyful, something wondrous. And so you need to make space for this so that way you can accept the truest version of yourself to come in. And this is what this full moon is bringing in for you. So this is why you cannot speak any evil. So there are some changes in progress here for you, right? And this has a lot to do with taking back your power. Interesting. So you do have some archangels here. You have Archangel Raziel here. You have Archangel Michael here. Connecting with your higher self is significant this full moon. There is a blessing coming in from your passed away loved ones, your ancestral lineage, okay? Whoever specifically is in heaven, whoever passed away, okay, as of recently. So I'm seeing is sending something to you. And it's going to bring some sort of change into your life, okay? A change that you have been waiting for. There has been a financial blessing that has been delayed to come your direction, to come your way. It has been rerouted. It doesn't mean that it's not coming your way, because I do feel like it's coming your way. It just has been rerouted. It has been delayed. But like I said, it was because you were worrying. You were concerning yourself with things that you should have not been concerning yourself with. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? And what you were concerning yourself with had something to do with a past lesson, a past situation, a past circumstance that you needed to release. Okay? And this full moon is allowing for some sort of change to progress this blessing to come in. Angel number 7. There's a renewal in your energy. Have you noticed a change in your energy as of recently? Or you will start seeing this, you will start feeling this surgence of energy, this shift. You're going to start radiating happiness, especially this upcoming week, these next 7 days specifically. You're going to feel stronger, more vibrant, I'm hearing, energetic, right? And this is because this energy is being filled to the brim for you by creator, by universe, by source, because you deserve this. This is for you to find peace in your heart. There's a guardian angel that walks with you, and this guardian angel tries to remind you that have not you have not done anything wrong. You've not done anything wrong to anyone. You haven't done anything wrong to yourself. You haven't done anything wrong to anyone. So, and this, I'm not sure if this guardian angel is like a family member of yours, an ancestor of yours, but that's how it's coming off. Okay. I feel like you struggle sometimes with anxiety. Sometimes you struggle with, and if it's not anxiety, like you get anxious sometimes with particular situations and circumstances. And it's because of the very tough spiritual lessons that you have endured, particularly about that past situation um, that concerned you, right? Um, and you you have had to let that go. And I'm seeing angel number 1212 because you have mastered that already. Now you are coming into alignment with something else. What you're not seeing is that happiness is surrounding you. You were struggling with standing up for what you loved, for what you believed in, is what your ancestors are saying. Okay. That was a struggle. And so this full moon is exposing these things now. What's going on here? Next 7 days. Angel number 444. You're protected. You're divinely protected. And you're surrounded by angels that not just love you, but they support you. And not just love you and support you, they protect you. You know, they stand by you. They believe in you. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Yeah, Archangel Raziel has actually been helping you with your spiritual insight, your spiritual gifts, to develop to develop this spiritual gift of clairvoyance that you have, this ability that you have, your intuition. And Archangel Michael has been clearing negative connections in your life in particular. Have you noticed those changes that have been occurring? 3 particular negative connections that have been cleared out of your way. All right. That have been causing sudden waves of sadness, depression, anxiety, loathing energy, having issues with maybe who you open up with. Okay. You need to maintain your focus on bigger and better things. Interesting. Okay. Let's get some more messages here. High Priestess is here. What are the negative connections that are being cleared out? What are the negative connections that are being cleared out? The Magician, the Tower, the 3 of Swords. You're quite literally, these sudden changes, you're being separated. You're being separated from this heartache. You're being separated from these people. You're no longer going to be in these relationships. You're no longer going to be in these connections because of whatever you're trying to bring forth into fruition, into the physical, whatever you're trying to manifest, right? Because whatever you're trying to manifest is your 10 of Cups, right? So overall, this healing that's coming in is for you to follow your desires, okay? What's going on here? Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 4 of Wands. Interesting. You needed to learn what was going to provide you happiness, what to take action on, whether that be a passion project, whether that be some sort of passionate venture, whether that be a passionate relationship, whether that be, a connection, okay, whether that be a job, okay, a partner, a business partner. You needed to learn who was going to be that person and how to follow suit with that, how to follow your desires. What is being cleared out? What is the negative connections being cleared away? The 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups in the reverse has something to do with your community. Something that you weren't satisfied with to begin with. The hottest love has the coldest end. So whatever it was, everything was great in the beginning, and in the end, it has some sort of blowout. And you have to have some sort of leap of faith here to the unknown. So you may not know where you're headed next, to what group of or what friendship you're going to have next, right? And so you may need to utilize your intuition and your judgment now moving forward. And you may not know how to feel about this, and that's the truth. But you have clear insight, all right? You have the clarity to know what makes you happy. You have the clarity to know what's toxic and what's codependent, and what's an attachment bond and a trauma bond, to know exactly what's manipulative and what's abusive, to not take an offer, and that's the truth. So you know exactly when to move on, when something is not of your belief system, of your mindset. Not to say that you are not a curious person and that you wouldn't try something new, because you are different and you change things up often. This is a new beginning for you, a transformative one, where you will explore your ego for these new beginnings. You are basically holding hands with your inner child, but you're doing this in a logical way, right? You're not being childish. You're just embodying your inner child, where you will allow yourself to be free, free spirited, but communicate in ways that you won't feel restricted. This full moon, you are quite literally releasing all the fears that were in your shadow. Your rising sign could be significant. Your sun sign could be significant. You could be a Leo. You could be a Scorpio. You could be an Aries. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This is a brand new chapter for you. There it is. And where does the power come from? It comes from within. Prepare yourself to get all the power back. All the power that you thought you've lost, it's coming back. Everything that you have feared, everything that you separated yourself from because you thought you were gonna, you weren't gonna be able to do it because you were scared, you're going to basically come full circle and be able to do it because of this full moon. Whatever you were hung up about, you're no longer going to be hung up about. Whatever you were stuck on, you're not going to be stuck on anymore. Okay, you're going to have divine support. And so where things did not work out for you before, things are just going to magically start working out in your favor. Okay, expect this to happen. What's going on here? What can they expect with this full moon? What can they expect with this full moon? Wow. The Ace of Pentacles. Abundance. Opportunities. Specifically financial opportunities. The ones that were delayed. This is what you can expect. This next upcoming season, starting this full moon to this next upcoming 3 months. Okay, this next upcoming season, from this full moon to spring. Everything that was delayed, okay, everything that you've been waiting on is just going to start coming in, flooding in, back to back to back, back to back to back to back to back, okay? Everything that you started to get bored with, you're going to start getting excited about, all right? Why are you going to start getting excited about? Because now there's going to be new things, okay? New proposals, new projects, new ventures, new opportunities, new money, okay? New manifestations, new cycles, better health, okay? So prepare for this to arrive, prepare for this harvest, my love. Prepare for this. And you're waiting for the door to open. I'm telling you right now, there is no door. Just walk through. It's like it's an awning. Just walk through. There's no door. It's just an opening. Just walk. Just walk. And keep walking. It's all about motivation. Where there was lack of motivation, there's dedication. Keep walking. Keep going. Where there was something that was unfinished, there is going to be achievements. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever was weighing you down is being removed off of you. And the reason why things were delayed, the reason why things were not working, whenever an ace is in the reverse for you, ever, is because the offer was never for you. You understand? And so if someone ever says no to you, if something doesn't work out for you, that is divine protection. It's redirection. It means that you weren't supposed to be there. That wasn't for you. You know, you weren't supposed to be in that location. You weren't supposed to be in that relationship. You know, if there was a breakup, if there was a separation in job, if there was a separation in location, in environment, in a lease or anything like that, that lets you know that you have to leave there. Because something is no longer for you. Okay? What's going on here? The Queen of Cups. There is a significant female that is going to be coming into your life. I would say in the next upcoming month or so. And this person is going to be very significant in terms of affection, in terms of giving you the nurturing energy that you need, okay? Because they are very kind, right? They're very kind-hearted. They're emotionally stable, okay? Because they're coming in a time where you feel very sensitive, very emotional, okay? And this person is very comforting, and they're calm, and they're nurturing, and they're caring. And they're coming in a time where your heart may still very faintly ache about a particular something, situation, or whatever. And I feel like this person is very significant for you, okay? Because I feel like this person can remind you to like not react in an impatient way, or maybe this person can lead by example, or maybe this person can teach you a couple things, okay? Now you can be a water sign, they could be a water sign, someone can have water in their chart somewhere, but I feel like that's significant, okay? What's going on here? That's just probably the energy that they're embodying in the next month or so. Doesn't necessarily have to be. So your judgment in the next upcoming 3 months, or the next upcoming season, right? In terms of your health, in terms of your investments, in terms of your finances, um, in terms of your family life, um, your security, your stability, your foundation, okay? This is significant, right? Because there's like a new phase happening for you, okay, significantly. Um, because I'm seeing like a new cycle here, right? There could even be like new things, like materialistically, like new possessions coming in. Um, someone could be wanting to offer time because they want forgiveness. I'm seeing someone wants mercy. Someone would like for you to give them mercy. Okay, is something else that I'm seeing here. Um, there is some sort of awakening that's also going to be taking place in the season of spring. Is significant for you for some reason. Spring, okay. Um, some sort of an awakening in terms of your family life, in terms of money, okay, career, or whatever this new venture is for you, okay? It could be prosperity, whatever this prosperity is in your life. What's going on here? I will let you know in this next upcoming month, though, wherever you have had, like you experience some sort of blockage, or like, let's say, you delayed some sort of creative venture, like you started to do like some sort of creative thing, okay? I don't know, this is like some sort of skill that you had or some sort of talent, and then you kind of stopped because like there was like a block, it could have been a writer's block, or like the flow to something just stopped, okay? You will be surprised that in the next month it starts to flow back to you, okay? Also, if there was delays in the love department for you, you'll be surprised that this starts to flow back to you, okay? Um, for some of you, this could be new love. For those of you that you're already in a relationship, then this is like a new type of love in your already stable relationship. So this is like, um, where there was delays in your love life already, the relationship starts to flourish in a new type of way emotionally. It's almost like it feels new. It feels like how it was in the beginning, right? Um, in the next month, I do see that you are going to be a little bit more curious on emotional level. Like you're gonna want to learn new things. Like if something strikes an interest to you on an emotional level, like you like that. That's interesting. I like it. And but you kind of procrastinated to do it for some time. You put it off for some time. I feel like in the next upcoming month you're gonna pick it up, whatever that is, right? Like let's say, oh, I really like poetry. I really like writing. I really like, I don't know, playing the piano. I really like um pottery. I really like painting. I really like yoga. I really like exercising. I really, whatever it is, right? Whatever feels good, right? Because we're talking about that feel good energy. Or it makes you feel like a kid again, or makes you feel young again, or whatever that is, right? Um, you're going to be picking that up in the next 30 days, right? So pay attention to that. It's going to catch you by surprise. You just, wow, like I'm doing this again. Wow, I can't believe that. Right. And this is because of the full moon energy, right? I'm telling you, it's going to catch you by surprise. Like, wow, I can't believe, like, ever since the full moon, I'm starting to do this all over again, right? Interesting. Pay attention to the news that you hear, right? And I'm not talking about just the news. I mean, hey, it may actually be that too. Pay attention to the news. But the news that you hear in the next 30 days, like emotional news, um, or news that you may hear in regards to, um, this could be about children. This could be about water signs. This could be about a child in particular. This could be about like why do I feel like it's a water sign? I feel like it's a water sign, or like a water sign child, or maybe the news is coming from a water sign. Just pay attention to the news, or like, a message or something like that, okay? That you get in the next month. Because that may be significant. It may catch you by surprise. Also, it may surprise you that in the next upcoming 30 days or so, you're going to be listening to your intuition like very heavily, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if you guys start dancing like there's no one there. There's nobody's watching. Just like dancing and happy and joyous, and this, you haven't felt like this in a really long time. Okay, and this is because you're letting go of those worries. You're letting go, like, not a care in the world. Okay, Nine of Cups energy. You're gonna finally feel fulfilled emotionally. Because with the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups, that's Ten of Cups. And whenever you start feeling a little like meh, right? Because that happens from time to time, where you have like those really high highs and the really like the little dips. And then you're like, whoa, what just happened, right? And that's because, every 2 days, the moon cycle shifts from one zodiac sign to the next. And so when we are used to one zodiac sign shift, and then we go to another zodiac sign, we go like, whoa, what just happened, right? And so make sure that you're paying attention to how that makes you feel. You may need to meditate on how that's affecting you in your birth chart, in your natal chart, and in the particular transits as well, right? That may mean that you may need to contemplate on something, either on an astrological level or introspectively on a spiritual note. There may be something coming to the surface, because lunar cycles, right? The lunations have a lot to do with the subconscious mind. Um, has to do a lot to, like, with emotions, right? Um, and also what you're trying to manifest, right? And so you have to pay attention to all of those aspects on top of whatever zodiac sign is currently with um, the moon, right? And so if you ever start feeling stagnant, this is something that you have to kind of pay attention to, right? Especially if you kind of have to disconnect from other people or a group of people and kind of go inward on an emotional level and kind of discover why you have to disconnect from those people. All right, can we get the last messages? Last messages. Thank you. Yeah, overall, what's coming to the surface is everything that you were resisting. Okay. The pessimistic thoughts, the things that were worrying you, the things that were triggering you, right? The things that were affecting your judgments, right? The things that were kind of restricting your freedom, right? Your creativity, testing your faith, right? Not allowing you to take action or see your vision. And so I feel like this could have even had you punishing yourself for some time. And so all of these things are being exposed. Because I even see like you could have been dishonest with yourself for some time, right? Or guilt tripping yourself, right? This could have caused a lot of insecurity with oneself, right? And could have even brought up energies of like lack of accountability, right? Where there was issues where like, okay, I don't want to deal with that right now. And because we're dealing with the full moon in Leo, that's exposing all of that. It's roaring it out into the world, exposing it. So that way you can follow your heart, you can follow your dreams, and you can just dump all that out and just go for what you truly believe in, right? And so that way you don't have to worry about what's not fair. You don't have to worry about the bad karma. You don't have to worry about, you know, who did you wrong and what doesn't feel good and, you know, the shadow aspects of you, right? And you could just take action swiftly, quickly, right? Is that all, Stuart? Yes, that's all. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it there. You guys comment down below. Let me know how that resonates. And that's all. Peace.